What is up, guys? Welcome to round number 4 of 5. This is the semifinals, I guess, and day 2, half case tournament. We got Austin, DB Grinder, joining us
What's up?
for another matchup. Eldlich
So we're gonna
versus Virtual.
Yeah, he's gonna start off with a cursed, add YuGiOh. If he has a zoo here, this hand is very strong. Oh, he has tanky. That's nice. That's exactly what you want to see if you're him right now. And he's probably gonna be adding the Bunny Blast. That card's very good versus Virtual World. Usually go for that game one even if you don't know what they're on, because you want to play around Virtual World, of course. And he's gonna go for Tiger Mortar, Chalkanine, Dryden. And also not playing around the Geo zones, but he probably knows what his opponent's on, which is why he isn't. He's going to set 2 cards, and then use Dryden effect on the Cursed. A Gamma here would be nice. Let's it go through, so Cursed is now going to get the Send, and then that's going to be able to set Scarlet from deck. Just thinking about it, what he wants to send. You don't want to use too many resources too early on. You want to make sure you do everything right, even if your hand is amazing. Just going to set Scarlet.
Yeah, not too much variety to pick from, unfortunately. Melfi or Abby. I'm sorry that we had to repeat Virtual World and Zueld, but it seems like just what the format is right now. There is no other option, really. We could have put the Dino player from round 3, but he was also against Virtual World. So next round, we're going to put table 1, and that should be our final, and then that'll be it. Yeah, live twin player dropped out, it seems like, after last round.
Yeah, he's going to start off with Desires here, so he's going to get a free draw too. We've seen every Virtual World player pretty much open up that card and show how crazy it is. The opponent is singling out 1 card from his hand as if he has an Ash Blossom for it, but then lets it go through. I really doubt that if he had Ash, he probably would have just done it there, so he's probably trying to bluff something.
Oof, the random Cosmic.
What does he
Trying to get lucky.
Oh, hits YuGiOh. Not bad. He said, "Welcome to YuGiOh." He has another Cosmic Cyclone too, so he's going to go after the other unknown back
Ezekiel. Tilting his head like, damn it, really?
Yeah, that's nice. There's not too much you can do about that as a trap deck. Hits the Conquistador too, so he's gone through so many resources now. Oh, and then he activates City. Oh, his hand's crazy. Desires plus City is like the best starters in the deck. And then having 2 Cosmic on top of that. It's going to activate Chuchi from deck. Now, pretty much any Virtual World monster will be able to force Dryden effect on the Chuchi. So he's still going to have more to play. The Cosmics, while they did out the back row, the Dryden is still going to be a problem. Spot removal is very good versus Virtual World. So that Cosmic came in hot. Yeah, both of them. Hot and ready.
Yeah, today's tournament has nothing to do with yesterday. They're 2 completely separate tournaments. Yesterday was already done with the playoffs. Today is just literally like a side event type thing.
We're going to see him chain the Dryden on the Chuchi, like we were saying. So now the Virtual World isn't going to get the Sender summon. He's looking at the graveyard right now. Just making sure he knows what's in there. He said, "Yeah, I'm confused. I thought it was supposed to be one big thing." No, the main PPG regionals was yesterday. And today is just an extra half-case tournament that's being hosted just for the people that came down here to play. So he's going to use Scarlet at end phase. That's going to be very strong, getting him to his Eldlich engine. Even after getting hit with double Cosmic, he's just in the driver's seat right now.
No, Zane, since the beginning, we've advertised all the regionals as top 8 playout, but top 16 playoff. I mean, payout, but top 8 playoff. Yeah, it's even since Phantom Rage. So if you make top 16, you still, prize out, but we don't play out top 16 until unless it gets to like 100 plus, which is not even possible for our venue. But yeah, like that's why the pro play tours are always top 16 playoff, because we get like 200 people. But yeah, playing off a top 16 would not make sense for anything under 100 players, I believe. I think there's like a threshold that we advertise. But like I said, with this venue, we'll never get a top 16 playoff ever. But we still want to reward those that make top 16, because getting top 16 at close to 100 players is still pretty significant. So we want to make sure that they walk out not empty-handed.
Mm-hmm. We can also see the Zoo player have Skullmeister in hand. That is going to be huge later on for the Qinglong effect. And he has droplets in hand too. That's nice. Said he has Golden Boy. Yeah, the Gold Rare Golden Lord. It's pretty funny.
He's got all the gold cards. He's got the Trident there too.
Yeah.
But I've never been on an airplane. Holy cow. You got to road trip it up, man. We had a few guys from like New York road trip it twice for the last 2 events.
Yeah, the events have been very smooth. It's safe out here. You get a temperature check when you come in to make sure you're not sick. There's hand sanitizer. Everything's sanitized down before anyone even gets here. It's very safe. And everyone has to wear a mask, of course. Said, couldn't he change Chuchi effect on Trident effect to pop Trident? I don't think he has any virtual world cards banished yet. We can see his banished pile, and it looks like there's just the Desires.
The location is Miami, Florida. I feel like it's far away from me. Yeah, probably. Miami's kind of like in the bottom corner of the U.S., so if you're not close, you're super duper far.
He said Nadir's Servant is near $100 right now.
Yeah. That whole set is just so much value, Rise of the Duelist was, and now with the absence of special editions and those like reprints of the base sets, if it's a banger, you're really gonna be paying top dollar sometimes, especially if you wait.
Yeah, that set is a very good set.
Yeah. We were pre-selling a ton for like 60. The Nadir Servants.
Mm-hmm.
Triple Tactics too. That's where you can really win on some of those pre-orders. When you make calls like that and you just get those cards. But then obviously there's some big losers with pre-orders. But I guess that's the nature of pre-ordering.
Yeah, you can win big, but you can also lose big too.
Old 24-hour drive. Let's go. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, group up with some friends. I'm sure they're also starving for some outside, contact. Honestly, I'm missing road trips in general. Like I'm missing the whole. I usually dread road trips because you're like stuck in a car, but then when you get to a restaurant, it's just like so fresh,
it's
so
amazing.
refreshing. It's just great, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, oh man, you feel so great stretching your legs, and you're like outdoor natures. You don't get too much of that, really. Nobody really goes camping or anything like that anymore. So that's like the closest you get to like outside. And then you get to your destination. It's just the best. So
he said, so glad I bought Servants on release for 65.
Yeah.
Yup, see, you can win
sold a ton
big.
of them.
Said I'm 5 hours away.
Your U.S. prices are tough. Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Prisons are 40 now.
Oh my God, those were like $2, man.
Yeah, just like a Chaos Dragon Levianeer. That card went from like $2 and shot up all the way to like $50 just because people realized that card was insane.
Yeah, not getting a Starlight sometimes with bad sets is just like,
Yeah, I know people that just open up case after case going for Starlights just because they can make their money back on those.
I'm sorry, this is like a matchup we've seen like 10 times, so I figured there wasn't anything super important here.
Yeah, we're just siding right now, going on to game 2. There's not too much to talk about. Cosmic Cyclone from the Virtual World players, interesting to see in his main deck. That's going to come up huge in this matchup. Hopefully the Zoo Eldlich player has more hand traps for the Virtual World player. We did see his main deck in Skullmeister, which is extremely good versus them. So more hand traps the better, of course. Said Cursed Eldlins are $35.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I had no idea. I remember when that card was like $5. Wasn't even that long ago.
$1 almost. I think I remember putting those in our dollar box at the store.
Jeez. Said I love driving on road trips for events and Waffle Houses.
Yeah.
Said win big, lose big, me with all the Adamant Scepter cards. Ordered first day of pre-sales. Were they expensive on pre-sale? I actually
Mm,
don't know.
I feel like they might have been cheaper.
I know that they weren't, like, everyone was underestimating the deck when it was pre-sale, so it could have been cheap. But they were also secret rares.
Field centers aren't necessarily required. I mean, they're nice to kind of keep organization of the board state if none of you have playmats with zones. But because they're playing on a zone to playmat, it's actually irrelevant. But
Yeah, I personally don't ever use a field zone, but I always play on a mat with zones on it.
1,000 messages today between YouTube and Twitch. Thank you guys again for interacting. Really do
Yes.
appreciate it.
Thank
Terratop.
you. Whoa, in virtual world, okay.
They used to call that auto top back in my day.
Yes, sir. Adding the Talonborg, the rare version of it too. Didn't that just come out? I actually don't. I have no idea.
Here's game 2. Let me get this edited for you as the Eldlich player won game 1.
So this does give him access to the rank 3, and that's a name for virtual world. Oh, he's actually going to go for number 75. Alright, so protecting him from hand traps instead. The options with that card are nice. I think I saw Cosmic in the Zoo Eldlich player's hand. And he has City. He has City and Terratop. Next he's just going to use Lulu. His opponent does have Nib in hand, so the Terratop is nice here. He said, "Sigh, I sold my Eldlin when it was 22 cry." Oh, I mean, if you bought it for $1 and sold it for 22, can't really be mad about that. Locked in profits when you thought it was a good time. Said, thoughts on BA this format? It's a cool deck. That deck will only get better, of course, as it's not really being played right now. Said, Leo Knight Synchro was like 30 each, and Researcher was 75-ish. Holy, yeah, okay, so the stuff was really expensive on pre-release then. And he does have the Lulu. He opened Terratop City Lulu. That is more than full combo. And now he has the XYZ to stop the Nib in his opponent's hands. So
Extra combo.
yeah. I wonder if he's playing anything else crazy in his deck. That'd be interesting to see. Because he's main decking Cosmic, playing the Terratop. I wonder if he's not playing hand traps. Because he had to cut something to add those in. Adds the Roshi from deck. Someone in chat said BA best deck. Yeah, that's one of those decks that everybody just loves. You could have bought that deck back in 2014 and still be playing it this day. Said, I have like 14 Eld lands time to sell. For sure. I'd get rid of those now while they're hyped up.
It's not that easy.
Said, I got a lot of Black Awakenings as well. Yeah, that's another card that went up in price a whole bunch. He said, oh my gosh, I remember Researcher being super high, kind of glad it's down to like 20-ish. Yeah, it's not really being played in the meta right now. With Link Cross being hit, a lot of people that were playing the deck have stopped playing the deck. It'll be interesting to see how that deck evolves in the future. A lot of possibilities. He said, I'll just scoop LOL. He still has a chance. He's not on a deck that auto loses to VFD. Said, should have put Gossip Shadow into the extra monster zone. He could just be trying to put VFD up there too. It depends on what kind of combo he's going for. Said, if only heroes were still good. Maybe one day. We've been getting so much support for heroes the last couple years. We saw it be good not that long ago. At I think it was the 200th YCS. A lot of people were playing heroes. I actually had made a hero FTK for that tournament, but I wasn't able to go to it. Said desires as well. Like his hand was just like some of the best cards. Out of 5 cards, like if you had to choose your 5, those were 4 that you'd put in your hand. Very strong hand. If we see Zoo Eldlich win this game, I don't even know. It's just crazy. Said, geez, so many virtual world decks. Yeah, a lot of people don't have Drytron right now. Second best option, Virtual World. Some people still think this is the best deck. Drytron hasn't been explored too much. A lot of people haven't tested the deck yet. So I kind of miss Block Dragon for Block Dragon BA. I kind of thought Block Dragon was going to get banned before Roxy even came out. Just because Block Dragon BA. I thought that deck was going to eventually just become the best deck. It was coming up and topping like every format for a long time now. You just see it top a random YCS and then people would try it out. Said, please Konami, please ban VFD this next list. Oh, it is. 100%. If VFD doesn't get banned, I don't even know. I'll let someone dump a bucket of water on my head. He said, Hero just topped a case event in, I think that's Georgia, GA, not too long ago. Yeah, top 8 in a case tournament is cool. We saw Dragon Maid get top 8 yesterday. It's a deck that you wouldn't really expect to be in top 8, but he took the deck all the way to top cut. So we're seeing Virtual World just combo here. Not too much to say about it. He's playing around the only hand trap in his opponent's hand. He said slow play. I don't think he'd be trying to slow play. It'd be very bad to slow play after you've lost game 1. That's how you end up getting a draw. And in a tournament like this, a draw is pretty much equal to a loss. You would have like the worst tiebreakers out of the X1s since you'd be not just undefeated. He said, I'll remind you, DB Grinder. Oh, please don't. If VFD doesn't get banned on the next list, that's going to be tough. I'm full committed now. Shout out to Grim YuGiOh, by the way. He's been in the stream today and yesterday. It's cool to see other YouTubers in the chat. Make sure to go subscribe to him. Also, make sure to go subscribe to me on YouTube at the DB Grinder. If you want to see me commentate over more matches, I do that daily. Said I can see VFD going to 1. If VFD goes to 1, Virtual World still ends on VFD. So that just won't work. Because you'll still just get hit with VFD and lose to it. The only argument for that is like, oh, if they summon VFD, then I drop Nib, they can't go into another one, which is nice. But they shouldn't be able to go into that first one. You shouldn't be forced to have Nib for VFD. Said, nice. I also play Heralds plus Megalith plus Ruler in my list. The extenders are cool in that deck. Like the Megalith, being able to go into Beatrice, make him Phantom Beast, add back Order. A lot of cool combos. Said, I wonder what the next big deck could be. Because they could just throw some old deck a bone and bam, it's meta again. For sure. I mean, Zoo. That's like a perfect example. Last tournament, everyone was like, nah, Zoo's not really that good. Zeus is cool, but it's not that great. And then it just came and won the entire tournament. Insane. Said VFD isn't touched in the OCG, right? They also, I'm not sure if it is or not. Probably not since they're still playing Virtual World. But they also have Max C. And that changes the game completely. Said hashtag RoboGrinder gang. Hey, shout out Bill. Recognize the name from my comment section. Said how much time left on the round? I am not sure. I don't have like a clock back here or a timer. So I couldn't give you an exact answer. I'd have to assume probably like 20, 25 minutes. Game 1 was pretty quick. Said how does Block Dragon BA even work? There's a lot of level 3 extenders that are Earths. And then like Rhino Warrior's another one. And you get to add a level 4 from deck and on Dweller. It used to be insane. The deck could make crazy end boards. He's going to use Nib at the end of main. They're both going to get to draw 1. And then looks like he's just going to be passing turn. We do see Cosmic, Nib. Looks like Scarlet. Maybe it's Trap Trick though. No, for sure Scarlet. Yeah, I can see it. It'd be interesting to play Trap Trick in this deck. Haven't really seen that yet. Does he want to use VFD on standby? Plays into Gamma. Does he have it? Oh, please have it. It'll be wonderful to see a Gamma on VFD in standby. 809 said, at DB Grinder, the best commentator for events, no cap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Eduardo. Tried saying your name. I'm very bad with names, as you guys know, especially if you're a fan of me. He's going to chain Cosmic on the Chuchi, so the Whiptail is not going to get destroyed. He did try to put the cards back a little too quick, so they're just going to have to grab those and banish them. But it's okay. We know what cards they are. We are on stream. We can just fix it. He said, is this the same event from yesterday? No, that event is over. This is just a half case tournament for today. This is round 4 out of 5. Make sure to stay tuned. At the end of every round, we are giving away an imposter PPG token. So make sure to be active in chat to be entered into that. You don't have to talk like every minute, but, you know, just stay consistent. He said, so he keeps Nib in hand when Gossip is chained. Gossip doesn't negate and destroy. It only negates. So it does stay in hand. Said, not gonna lie, this commentary game is strong. Being able to go and talk with chat from both streaming platforms, plus interact and talk about the duel. Yeah, what can I say? I'm insane, bro. I'm crazy. It feels crazy to say that on a PPG stream. Someone's gonna clip this, send it to George. Yay. I waved at the camera. Said, Pen Best Deck, shout out to Triv. Hopefully we can see Triv down here one time. I know that he was thinking about coming down to this tournament. Maybe we can get a DB Grinder and Triv collab on the stream. Would you guys want to see that? We could also get the Blessin back. He was a very good commentator. Very good friend of mine too. He's also very good at the game. Said laughs and Adam Man Skepture. Yeah, I always say that wrong. He said, oh, I want one of those. The imposter PPG tokens. Yeah, just make sure to talk. At the end of the round, we'll let you guys know when you have to actually type in the chat so you can get entered into it. He said no to Blessin this time? No, he was going to a case tournament, I believe, or a Switch tournament. Said, can't wait to get my token. Also, I never found the website to buy the tokens. I am sorry. Right now, I'm the only person in the streaming room. I will have Machado give you that link when he gets back to the computer. I got you, the real duelist. I got you. Harry said, DB Grinder's on fire. Well, Harry, you're nice. You're on ice. You're iced out. So we're just seeing like Trident pass with 3 back row. He's going to get to add Lulu up to Chinglong. Said DB Grinder is GOAT. Thank you. Said I built Zoo before it was cool again, then made major profit from it. I made a little bit of profit off of my old Zoo stuff. I had some foreign stuff that I got rid of. But it was before Chalk and 9 shot up to like $25. Got rid of it when it was like, I think 15. Said those Cosmics look kind of dead. Cosmic is actually insane versus Virtual World. Like insane. They target their Speller Trap. You chain Cosmic and you get such a plus out of it. Said I sent the email about the token. Thank you. Said Boggers. Yes, sir. Hit you with a quick Keg W. I don't really understand like Twitch talk, but yeah, love saying it. Everybody loves it when someone says Poggers or Kek W. Can we get some Kek W's in chat? Said Trident pass 3 back row seems to be the wave this weekend. For sure, we've seen a lot of people on it. So we are seeing the Virtual World player think here. He does seem to be thinking about his plays a lot right now. There's Whiptail under Trident. Have to take that into consideration. Said Melfi are nice. Oh, for sure. Shout out to Melfi in the chat. Said it's too strong. Exactly. Glad that everyone loves seeing the Melfi deck. It's such a cool deck. So is Trident switched to attack? Okay, no. He was just saying that Whiptail effect. Alright. I was going to say, I didn't think it was his turn. Yes, sir. We're finally seeing all the Keg W's and Bogs in chat. Yes, sir. Hopefully George comes back when it's spammed out. Said, man, I got tired of Calamity art. Yeah, nah, VFD is, it's not a very fun card, in my opinion. It is actually just Mystic Mine from the extra deck, so you get access to it every game. We're going to see him banish, so he's going to get the set from deck. The Zoo Engine really putting in work here, giving him more follow-ups that the Zoos just don't give you. Unless if they go for the Bunny Blast play that a lot of people just don't know about. Very important play, by the way. You should 100% know it. So the Eldlich is definitely the new striker in terms of fitting in almost any deck. Yeah, I would say the Eldlich engine was much bigger and more of an actual engine, while the striker cards were kind of just like Engage, Hornet Drones, just because those cards were nice. Mainly just because Engage was nice. Like, Engage was too good. Said, well, Melfi's got popular, people just made Naturia Beast, and recently people have been doing the same and calling it the best deck. Calling it the best the deck can do right now, and I'm there in the corner shaking my head. Yeah, we've seen the deck do some cool things. Honestly, just ending on, like, the XYZ that gives you a pop, and then revealing, like, some Melfis from hand at end phase, it's nice. Definitely not bad, makes you play interesting. The deck has a very bad matchup to Eldlich, though, because Eldlich does not need to summon to out the board. They can just use traps. So we're going to see him go for Break Sword. We've seen that card in like every Virtual World match that we've shown off this weekend. So Dryden set 3, don't care about VFD exactly. He said at PPG, so is the Dragoon engine often played at the PPG? I am currently the only one back here. I'm not here for the locals. I don't think a lot of people are on Dragoon here. A lot of people here are more meta-based, it seems. There's definitely some casuals, but a lot of meta. He's going to activate Conquistador. And then chain Scarlet. So he's going to get a Conquistador pop, get Lord out. So the card all the way to the right, if you can't see it, is VFD. There is just some glare on that part of the screen. There's not too much we can do about it without cutting off the other opponent's graveyard. We definitely tried that. So Unchained is sneaky nice. Yeah, Unchained is, a lot of people like that deck, honestly. Such Shadal is nice as well. Yeah, if they just go VFD standby, call light because they think that, you know, you're on Drytron. They gotta be prepared for that. It's also good versus Eldlich. Then you can just Shadal Fusion and kind of break the board. Like, obviously you can't attack the VFD, but you can get Schism. You can banish their Shen Shen from grave. It's nice. Not bad. He said, bring Triff. That's not up to me. That is up to Machado and whoever he wants to bring. I'm down to commentate with whoever. Everyone I've commentated with so far, they've been pretty sweet. Shout out to Ruben and DeBlesson. Both very cool people. Happy I got to commentate with them and meet them. Said, purple cards go brr. I think VFD go brr. Said Triff. Everyone keeps saying Triff. You guys really like him, huh? I think he's pretty cool. I haven't got to personally meet him yet, but you know, he's the guy that says, "Let's go." He's gonna go Borbo attack. He does have a Scarlet and Conquistador engrave, so he can get access to an interruption next turn with just those cards. I can't see if Carlos has any cards in hand. If he does, then we could see him possibly play around Nib. Yeah, it's just going to go for Zeus. Then Scarlet Conquistador at end phase to set. Said at Machado, we need to see Triv and DB on commentary, please. He isn't here right now. He actually ran to go do something real quick. If you do want him to see that, then you're going to have to wait until he comes back, of course. And you'll know he comes back when he starts talking on the mic again. He said, "What a game, LOL." Yeah, this game is wild. We saw Carlos open the perfect hand. Terratop, City, Lulu, Desires. Like, I can't think of a better hand. DB Grinder, you remember how gas his hand was too? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, his hand was perfect. And now it's getting to the point where Eldlich is going to win. I'm happy I didn't say I would dump a bucket of water on my head for this match. That would not been good for me. He said, let's go. Shout out to Triv. Make sure to go subscribe to him on YouTube if you aren't already. Said there was a Eldlich dog list. Yeah, that's actually what he's on right now, I believe. I haven't seen the Dogmatica cards from him, so there's actually a chance that he's not on those. He's going to use Conquistador and Scarlet at end phase, and he's going to pop the Shen Shen. That's going to give Zeus a material, though. So he pops the Shen Shen. Does he remember Zeus effect? He does not. A lot of people forget that effect. Most people forget that effect, I'm not going to lie. But it's really big, especially if you're on the Eldlich Dogmatica deck, because the Zeus from the Zoo engine can get you a Conquistador from deck to get you to Eldlich, or a Dogmatica Ash from the extra deck to get you to that engine. So your Zoo engine can access you both engines if the opponent happens to have to destroy something else. Said you still play PKS? Is that Prank Kids, Phantom Knights? I'm not sure what that is. Said find dinos next round, please. We are getting table 1 for the next round. So if he's at table 1, then you're going to see him. I'm pretty sure he was undefeated going into this round. Said not going to lie, but DB Grinder with SEMO as commentator seems strong. Not going to lie. He said not going to lie twice in the same sentence. You know he's not capping now. This is such an incredible game. Like, I don't even know, like, how to put this. I can't believe he's actually making a comeback. Looks like a spell that he wanted to activate. Phantom Knights? No, I don't play Phantom Knights. I was just playing that on stream for fun that time. He's going to use Lord, bring itself back by getting rid of Barrage. Makes me think that this is going to be game. No way! He won? Oh, and he had Nib in hand still? Like, wow. What table is this? This was table 3. I'm fairly certain. It could have been also table 4. I knew it was one of those tables, though.